This is gonna be the official tier list of Marvel Rivals, and this is just gonna be like all my opinion from what I've seen, who I've played, whatnot. It's not gonna be anything serious. I played ranked, I'm going up in ranks. I'm just playing the game, man. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. I'm gonna start off with the Vanguards. Um, see, first one I see is Magneto. So I do see him a lot. And let me just like break it down first. I'm not going to be talking about any synergies, any team ups. This is going to be just straight up who these characters are and how well they are by themselves. So I don't care about your synergy. I don't care about your extra abilities. That's a whole different factor that gives you a whole different edge in the game. And it's only if you team up. And there's going to be metas and stuff and like what works best. But I'm really not going to be like playing any part into that. But with Magneto, I've played him. He definitely feels similar to Sigma. I don't know. Some people have him really high on their list. I don't really feel that, he has a lot of health. He has a shield. He has a bubble shield that he can give to others. He has, I don't know what his projectile is, that like missile thing. And then I don't know, I don't play Magneto that much. I haven't seen him as well, like at all in the game. Like people don't really play him. But I'm honestly, given that he's not super hard to kill, but he still has some survivability, he does damage. His ult is pretty good, it gets all the projectiles, makes like basically a huge meteor. I'm gonna put him in B, chat, like y'all can get mad at me, I don't care. Like this is my list. But I'm gonna put him in B. I feel like that's worthy of what Magneto is. I haven't seen much of him. I tried playing him. I suck with him. I guess I don't understand his kit if he's supposed to be like A tier. Some people put him in S tier, which personally I don't see, and I don't really understand it. But this being my opinion, that's where I'm gonna put him at. Now, next Vanguard, Penny Parker. Penny Parker, she really just revolves around traps. Yeah, she can run on walls, she can climb them. She really just works around her traps and her little spider bots, which do get annoying. And honestly, I dog walk her like every day of the week, man. Like I clap the hell out of Penny Parker. She sucks, man. I don't know if I'm just like dissing on your main. If I am, I don't really care. She sucks, man. Like I'm honestly just gonna put her in D. Like she is not a good tank. She's easy to hit. Doesn't have. Sure, you can say she has some survivability with her webs and whatnot, but she is really just a trappy character, and just putting a bunch of spider bots down. Even her ult doesn't make complete sense to me yet. I understand like running around, putting all the bots. You can do the spider attack. But I don't really die to her, and anybody who I see play Penny is just washed, bro. Like they get clapped immediately. So really, I'm just gonna put her in D. So on to the next tank, we got Thor. Thor, I actually like. He is pretty strong. He's a brawler. He can get in with his hammer throw that swings him in. He got the consumable hammers, right? The Hammer Force, Thunder Force, whatever you call it, Thor Force. I don't know, but those 3 hammers, I think it's kind of stupid, man. Like having that, I think it would be better if you just have cooldowns. I know a lot of characters have that sort of currency, I guess you could say, for their abilities. I'm not a fan of it. If you are, let me know down in the comments, man. Maybe I'm just an imbecile. But like I know like Scarlet Witch has some sort of currency too, and like that's all I really remember off the top of my head. But Thor, I actually kind of like him. It's hard for me to play him. I don't understand his kit fully yet. Throwing in, I don't know when to use his lightning barrage. I don't know when to use the shield thing that he throws on the ground, the hammer on the ground that like enhances him. and his abilities. You know, he is fun. He is brawly. He does have a lot of HP. And he has a lot of health. So, I mean, for that reason, I'm putting him in B. Now, I feel like him and Magneto are on, like, pretty even playing fields. I honestly might put Thor above Magneto. Some of y'all are gonna hate me because I know he's a favorite for people, and they put him in B. Or they put him in S. Which I'm like, dude, I don't even know. I haven't played enough to know if he's an S. But, bro, like, honestly, keep him in B. Keep them both in B. Alright, so the next Vanguard, Venom. I know in the beta, he was a 3-star difficulty, right? And now he got dropped down to 1. And I see all the similarities saying he's just Hammond, he's Wrecking Ball from Overwatch. But honestly, he's low-key, like, way better. He got his tendrils, he's the only tank so far, Season 0, that can actually do headshots. I don't believe Penny Parker can. You know, Groot I don't think can either. I'm not sure if Magneto can, but I'm almost positive it's just Venom. You know, he has one hell of a health pool. That goes crazy, man. You got so much traversal with the web swing. You got the dive. You got the ability to slow people down around you. And his ult is just OP, man. Like, you can basically escape if you need to. Or you go in and attack and then gain health based on how much damage you inflict. Which, you know, this is honestly, like, I see a lot of Doomfist in, like, this tank. I see a Doomfist in a lot of characters. I mean, me being a Doomfist main, I'm going to see just Doomfist, right? Like, I'm going to cater towards that. I mean, he has amazing traversal, amazing health. Oh yeah, let me not forget that one of his abilities allows him to, like, regain shield. I think he goes up to, like, I don't know how much, right? But it is an insane amount. So you basically have a second chance at life. And say you're on cooldown and then you swing back out, you pretty much just chilling, man. Like, Venom has a lot of survivability. He has a lot of, you know, he makes a lot of space. He's a big tank. He could do headshots. He could walk people down. He could get in backlines. He could get out. He could slam in. Honestly, Venom is the best tank in the game, and I'm putting him in S tier. Some of you may not agree with that. Some of you may be like, oh, he's an A tier at best, or he's D tier. I don't know, but, like, you know, me playing him, I see his potential. I'm not going to main him. I don't find the swinging as fun. You know, same with Spider-Man. I mean, I'll get to him later, but so far that's where I'm at. And then the next tank is actually my main tank, right? Vanguard, whatever. I'm just gonna say tank from here on out. Captain America revolves all around movement. His techs are all just running, right? The first thing I do when I play in the game, I just hit R1, right? I'm on console. I'm on the P5. But I always run. He's like Soldier 76 with unlimited run, and you don't have to keep clicking it. Now, I do get, like, confused sometimes. I wish his shield, I'll probably go through the settings and change it if I can. I want to be able to just hold the shield up by just holding the shield button instead of just pressing it, because you have to press it to cancel it, and then that always, like, messes me up. Another thing is, I treat him like Ryan, right? Reinhardt from Overwatch has a big hammer and a shield. I was treating his shield like an aerial sweep, essentially, right? When I figured out that you have to actually aim at people, right? I'm an idiot, right? Like, whatever, you can comment that down below. Oh, you don't know how to play Cap. I don't know how to play this game. This is on you. But when I figured this out, that kind of, like, clicked, right? I was like, oh, I actually have to aim with this character. But that kind of became fun, right? And I found out recently, I'm going to make a tutorial on this, that he has a one-shot combo that basically kills any squishy. And, you know, he has no sense of projectiles, right? He is just a get in, get out brawler melee, heavily focused on movement tank. I like his shield. I wish it was a little bigger. I need to get better with deflecting. His melee is cool. His dash is cool. I love that you can run all the time. You can do the leap. I forgot what it's called. Like the freedom leap. I honestly don't know what it's called. And then you can slam down, which is really similar to Doomfist, right? You got the slam, you got the shield, you got the dash, which is like his punch. But he has no projectiles. And his ult is kind of cool. Honestly, this tank Cap is really a mix of like Doom and Brig. You're all melee focused. You're really about moving. You enhance your team. Give him a speed boost. You give yourself a shield boost. But honestly, even though he's my main, I might have to put him in C tier. He's not that good. There's better tanks to pick. I mean, look, if you're a good Cap, you stay in everybody's backline. You go kill the supports, you kill the strategists, kill the duelists. Don't even pay the enemy Vanguard a single second of attention, right? Don't even give him any attention. All you want to do is just disrupt their team. But honestly, like, he could be so much better. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, it sucks. That's kind of the reality of the situation. I really like him. I'm gonna main him as my tank at least. But yeah. Alright. Next tank, or Vanguard, whatever, bro. Doctor Strange. I've actually seen so much of Doctor Strange. He might honestly be one of, if not the best tank. I know I said that was Venom, but you gotta see, this dude has a huge shield. He has projectiles. He got the teleport ability, and he can fly. And don't even like let me bring up his ultimate is just a huge shatter that goes around you, right? It's an aerial shatter. The Eye of Agamotto is tough, and I think it's fired. Like the animation is straight out of what's the Spider-Man movie? No Way Home, right? That's the last one, the third one that came out, where he was going against like all the multiverses people. Yeah. Like that scene, you just play that with all the characters, and it's kind of tough, right? The animations are tough. I'll give it to them. You know, side note, like the animations and the amount of work that these devs put into the game, it's amazing, right? You putting the lore in, putting those references in, it's great to see that attention to detail. Now back to the topic. I mean, Strange, man, like, he is really good. You know, I definitely have to play him more. I haven't played him in the game as much. I think I played like one match with him. I played more Venom. I played more everybody except for him. And I'll get to the other tanks. I mean, Penny Parker, I'm not playing her. She sucks. But Strange, if I play him more and I see the potential, I might raise him this S tier, because everybody runs Strange. So I'm gonna put him in A tier. Groot. I really don't like this tank, man. You know, you got the walls that you build, you can angle them. You got the spear, his ult stuns you and basically traps you. I'm not a fan of Groot. I don't really get why people pick him. You know, maybe I'm just being shallow. Maybe I'm just like, oh, I'm hating on him. Dude, I don't know what I was expecting. I mean, I had no expectations for this game. But Groot, man, I don't know. I'm probably gonna put him lower than Cap, right? And the people are gonna get mad again. You know, I don't fully understand his kit. I could put more time into that, but I don't see people running Groot a lot. And when they do, like, I dog walk them like usual, right? I could pick Cap. Granted, he has way more health than I do, but at least I can maneuver around him and I just cook him. I mean, he has a huge health pool, right? Absolutely colossal. I might be just over-exaggerating it, to be honest, but this dude, I just don't see the tankiness in him. I don't see what is. He's mainly just like a Mei wall, right? And Mei is a pseudo tank in Overwatch, so I mean, I guess that makes sense. He's kind of just like an area control, right? He's not trap heavy like Penny Parker. He's not movement based. He's more about controlling the area, so I get it. But I like my tanks to make space. So that's why I'm going to put him in C tier. And with that, we're on the last tank. I'm going to put him in S. Psych! Bro, Hulk, bro, sucks. Hulk sucks. This dude is... I know I said Penny's the worst. He's the worst. 100%. Sure, you could say he's Devo with the little Bruce banner. Right, you got an ult, and then you ult into Gamma Radiation Hulk. Bro, Hulk? Sure, his whole kit revolves around traversal. This dude does nothing. All he does is jump, and his ult... The ult in the ult just, like, stomps on people, right? That's the only good part about his kit. I don't understand the hype around Hulk. I see a lot of Hulk players. They're not good. Sure, he has a lot of high maneuverability, high movement. But bro, he is just... you know what he is? He's Winston without a shield and without a gun. He's basically Primal Rage Winston, right? Without Primal Rage. If you get what I'm saying, you gotta get your second ult to get Primal Rage, right? You gotta ult in the Hulk form to get to like the Gamma Radiation Hulk. And that's your Primal Rage. That's the only good part about Hulk, is his ultimate. Everything else about this dude sucks. So I'm putting him in D tier. This dude sucks. I'm sorry if that's your main. Sucks for you, bro. Get good. Maybe you're just like the D1 top 10 Hulk mains of all time. And you're like, oh, you're just trashing on my main for no reason. You dissing my main. Bro, I don't care. Like, he sucks. If you're good with him, that's great. But, in all honesty, objectively speaking, that dude sucks. Now, I'm going to talk about some strategists, supports. Right, I've had some time to play with them. I see what works in comp. I see what works in regular quick play. Off the bat, the strategist, support, I'm going to just say support, healer, whatever. They're all the same thing. That I play the most is Adam Warlock. Off the bat, I think he'll B tier. He's nothing crazy. I might even put him C tier. He's nothing crazy. He does have some nice techs, right? I'm not going to bring up his synergy with, Mantis and Star-Lord. But his ultimate is a Mercy res, but very much nerfed. And I think it does it really well. Right? Everyone remembers Overwatch 1's original Mercy ult that revived the whole team, the full res. Now that was broken. That was absolutely broken. Warlock, really, his is cool, man. You got, first and foremost, you got his passive res, right? Where he can cocoon, and basically I think every 100 seconds or so, maybe 2 minutes, you get that cooldown back. So if you die, you have a second chance at life. And if you die with ult, you can go hide behind a corner, pop ult, go to where your team was, and they basically automatically rezzed. Right? Now, everyone's rezzed with around, I want to say, 100 health. I don't know the exact numbers, but, they're pretty much killable, right? That's where his main heal comes in. The one that, basically, strings together with everyone. That heal is, on a two pocket cooldown, so there's, you have two uses until the cooldown resets, and you gotta wait that out. I think it's 5 seconds to wait for that chain heal, and that chain is actually like super effective. I've had a lot of fun using him, and his soul bond is really clutch in like really intense moments. When everyone's low, you don't got your chain heal, and you're getting dived like heavy. There's a heavy dive comp. You throw soul bond, everyone around you takes less damage. It's split between everyone, and it does passive healing, which is really nice to see. But there are better supports, man. And the next one I'm gonna talk about is Jeff the Shark, the biggest goofball in this game, cutest shark of all time, Marvel Rivals mascot, Jeff the Shark, man. He is really good. He has amazing traversal. You can go underwater, underground, right? You can resurface anytime you want. The only thing that shows, which I think is fair, is your fin, and people can hit that and kill you. Granted, I mean, dude, that's your only traversal, which I think is a great traversal. His damage output, he shoots like what, icicles or something, or shoots water and does damage, and it's a projectile. I like it a lot. His kit is like a mix to me of Venture and Kiriko, but like better, right? Like he has his own unique spin on things. I like how you can burrow underground, unlimited, right? There's no time limit on it, but you can still get killed, right? People can still hit you. So it's not just like, oh, I'm hiding away. No, it's strategic and you're running. Then his heals, dude, you can heal from like across the map. His heals are through the roof. And of course, can't bring up Jeff the Shark without bringing up his ultimate. This dude really can just one-shot the whole team. A lot of you may be like, oh, that's broken, he needs a nerf. Which is true, sure, he needs a nerf, right? I'm not really begging for it. It's pretty escapable. If you're using people like Namor, if you're using people like Cap, right, you have enough time where you can get out. You can jump with Cap's Freedom Leap, whatever it's called. You can use Namor's shield, which lets him fly. If you have maneuverability and a movement that allows you traversal, you can escape this ult. People are dragging it. You're just not good at the game, bro. It's pretty easy to dodge, man, if you're playing a character that can dodge. And I'm not saying I've never got caught in it. I've got caught in it, but I've gotten better at escaping it. So it's not as broken as people are making it out to seem. Yes, I've seen the clips. They're hilarious. I love them. But overall, man, I'm gonna put him in A tier. I genuinely think there are better supports in the game, and they actually put in more pain than Jeff does, right? Like, bro, Loki, cool. I'm gonna put him above Warlock, but I'm not gonna put him above Jeff. Loki has a very tough kit. Tough isn't cool. Now, I mean, it's also hard, but you know. He can clone himself, and he can transport and teleport into that clone whenever he needs to. Those clones shoot wherever he's aiming. He can also set up those healing pods, and he got a little invisibility cloak. And his ultimate takes the powers of someone of his choosing, which is basically like Echo, right? Now, Loki as a strategist, support, healer, I don't see him do as much healing, mainly because people are killing his clones all the time. His healing is, however, very strong, and all you'd have to do is, it's your primary fire. You can either shoot at your team or shoot at the enemies, right? So that really does make it easier to heal. Which is why he's above Adam Warlock, right? Warlock I could even put in C tier. He's not that good as a healer. He's good for, whatever. I'm done talking about Warlock. Loki kind of tough, man. Honestly, I'm gonna put him above Magneto. I don't mess with Magneto as much. I'm gonna put Magneto right here. I like Warlock, Loki, Thor, right? But Loki, man, like, his healing is, his output is very good. But it's just that, like, he's very tricky, right? He's very quirky. You gotta work around your clones. You gotta know where you put them. You gotta make sure they're not dead. And if you're about to die, man, you have to have a clone ready. You can juke people out. It's kind of tough. He got a nice kit. His kit revolves around his character a lot. I like that. So yeah, I'll put him in B tier. The next strategist, Luna Snow, man. Every single game I've played, she's been in it. She is S tier. I don't care what anyone says. Her healing is great. Her damage output is great. Her secondary fire is great. Her guard is great. She can stun you. I'm pretty sure she can critical you. And her ultimate is busted. We need a nerf. I may just be in a low rank and all I see are Luna Snows. But a common trend is Luna Snow being an S tier support. Supports might be the best class in, I was about to say Overwatch, in Marvel Rivals. Strategists are the best. You'll see that again in a couple more, right? Luna Snow is actually nuts. She's one of the most busted characters in this game. Am I against it? No. I absolutely love playing with Luna Snow. I don't think there's any much more explaining to be done. She's definitely S tier. Speaking of supports, strategists, healers, whatever, being an S tier, I'm gonna throw Mantis in there. Actually, you know what? No, yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Mantis is also busted, man. She also has a stun. Let's not forget about that. Her healing is great. Just everything about these two characters is great. I think Luna Snow is better. She has a better stun. She just works better with her team. Mantis is also great. These two are very viable options in the first season, or season 0 of Marvel Rivals. And regardless of what anyone says, I think objectively speaking, they deserve to be an S tier. Now Rocket I've played similarly to like BAP. He has a lot of traversal. He got 2 jetpacks on cooldowns, right? He could wall climb. He got, what is it? It's not a hit scan gun. It's more like a projectile gun. It's pretty good. Could do criticals. And his healing, it's like BAP, right? It's like you're playing BAP. His healing orbs, basically you're shooting Moira bubbles, right? Moira healing orbs. Essentially what it is. They bounce around. They slow down when they're next to you. They can even heal you. And it's better than both BAP and Moira because it's all in his ammo. It's as if BAP was shooting Moira orbs. I really like Rocket. And let me not forget to mention his other ability basically has a res on a cooldown. And the reason I like this better than Adam Warlock's is because it's on a cooldown and it's not just his ult. And then his ult got the OG Orisa ult, super power charge essentially, right? Charge up the whole team. Rocket, again, I like the other supports better, but he's still a great option. And finally, right, I think that's it. There's just going to be Cloak and Dagger. The Snow Bunny and the Light Skin. These two, or this character, I think I didn't like him at first. Very good, right? You got two whole movesets in one character. Talking about Dagger first, you don't really. Alright, you know what? Not even talking about Dagger. For either of them, you don't even really have to aim. Dagger does damage and healing. Cloak does more damage. Cloak has the damage shield. Dagger has the healing shield. Dagger has that extra healing orbital shield. Cloak has, a fade. Their ult is also great. I think their damage is great. I think their healing is great. And I'm gonna have to put them in S tier. So now you can see, man, this is what I was talking about. All the strategists, they're really high ranking. I don't have any of them like really low. S, A, and B. I think they're all great picks. And these three especially. Granted, there's synergies, of course. I don't care about that. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about any team abilities. That's a whole other topic, whole other conversation. Cloak and Dagger is a great strategist pick. Their kit works amazing. If you really know what you're doing, you're pretty much, I wouldn't say you're untouchable. But you're really good. Alright, if you can get good with that, it shouldn't take you that much time to learn. It's a really good pick. Now, on to the biggest class in the whole game, duelists. I don't know. There's so many to pick from. What is it, 18 characters? Bro. These are the most, busted characters. There's horrible characters. Let's just start off the bat with the biggest menace in the whole game. I don't care what anyone says. I hate him. You hate him. This dude is busted. He's broken. Alright, Alright, let me actually just move them around. I might do something like that. But Iron Fist, this dude has wall run, 3 jumps on a cooldown. He got a channel chi energy, sort of I forgot what it's called, prayer, which basically gives him overhealth. He has a parry. His ultimate turns him into Jackie Chan. Yes, I'm being racist. Bro, this dude is just busted. He can fly, he can kill anyone who's flying. He has no problem reaching you. But I will say, the biggest issue people aren't, they're not utilizing him as best as they could be, is with his wall run ability. He can wall run. People are staying on the ground too much. Yes, I know you can jump 3 times, but use the wall run to your advantage. It resets cooldowns. After you jump, it also resets. If you want to turn around, you jump and turn around, and you can wall run again. This dude is so broken, and I love it. I don't even play Iron Fist. I get dogged on by all of them. He's not invincible, but if you play your cards right, he can be. I've seen him solo teams, bro. Now, I may be just over-exaggerating it, but I'm sure you've had an experience where you got absolutely dogged on by an Iron Fist. I don't even need I say more, man. Like, this dude is in S tier. Okay. Iron Man. He's alright. He's nothing crazy. He has a really slow flying ability, right? He's just always in the air. His traversal is with when he propels himself on the jetpack. It's kind of cool. His rockets don't do enough damage. I don't see the killing potential. I see the scatter potential, creating space somewhat. His regular projectiles aren't enough. His laser beam is probably the best part of his kit. The other ability I forgot where overcharges. That's cool. His pulse bomb is nice. he really is just Pharah with a laser beam. You know, I hate to do it to him, but he really not that good. You can pick later. I'm gonna talk about it, but like you got hit scans on this game. He gets clipped out of the sky immediately. You don't even need a hit scan. Like I said, Iron Fist can literally just walk up to you in the middle of the air. This dude can kill you no matter where you are on the map. I don't know why you're using Iron Man. You know I wasn't gonna bring up synergies, but even with Hulk's gamma radiation, he's not that crazy of a pick. Maybe he goes like a C tier with gamma radiation. He's just not it, man. Alright, Magik. I see her a lot in melee heavy, you know, dive focused metas, combos, whatever. Whatever. Bro. Magik is cool. I'm gonna throw her in B. You know. It's kinda hard. She's a really big sword. You have to be really attentive to where you're, you know, hitting people, swinging your sword. If you're playing dive heavy, shouldn't be a problem. If you got enough supports, shouldn't be a problem. You got the baby escape, where you can summon a demon or do the big swing. You can go in with the swing, get out with a demon. You know, it's countless. You know, you can do whatever you want. You can do 2 swings, you can do 2 demons. She has 1 projectile, where she charges up her sword. So you can shoot people out of the sky. You can kill them if they're low, right? Not even that, you can even like swing up to the sky, right? There's her other ability where she like dashes forward and ends with a slash. She has okay mobility. She has a lot of damage output in a melee based comp. Dive heavy focus, right? Good character. Nothing crazy. I think she's perfect where she at. If we see a buff, that'd be cool. I don't think she deserves a nerf though. I think she's fine where she's at. Moon Knight. This dude is so broken. This dude, all he has to do is throw down an Ankh, right? And he doesn't even have to aim. He's killing your team. He has that. He has a double jump with a glide. He also has a little zip line grapple. And he has a huge crescent that goes, I think it bounces in between enemies. His damage output is absolutely insane. I'm hesitant on putting him on S tier, just because I feel like there's too many in S tier. But I'm gonna put him in S tier. The amount of, you know, insane damage he does in his output, you know, the value he creates for a projectile-based character is just too much to handle, right? This dude is what a DPS is known to be, a menace, and I love him. I mean, I'm not going to talk about synergies. His synergy, probably one of the best in the game. The invisibility with Cloak and Dagger, that's not going to be weighed into. But he's a great, great pick. Alright, Namor. I actually really like Namor. When I'm playing those defend positions on those like payload maps, I almost always pick Namor. Clown me all you want, bro. I'm getting dived on by an Iron Fist, a Spider-Man, an Iron Man, a Venom, and a Luna Snow or something. Dude, I need some turrets to aim for me. Right? My team can't do it. His ultimate's great. I don't know what it's called, but like he summons a whale. That's pretty tough. His trident, I wish, was a little faster. His other, I don't know if it's supposed to be a stun. I'm still trying to figure out what that does. It's a cool ability. And his escape, his little shield that lets him fly. I wanted to, you know, the only thing I have issue with this game so far is just movement. You know, everything's great, very refined, very polished. But his shield flying is just so, like, stagnant. You can't go anywhere with it. I want, overall, in the whole game, to, like, increase fades. You know, increase the duration to, like, I don't know if I'm gonna sound busted, like, I'm like, oh, I don't know anything about playing the game. Give everyone, like, half a more second to move. I feel like it's just a tad bit too short. And make it a little easier to move. Give him more maneuverability. I'm gonna put Namor in C tier. I think he's very slept on. But he's a good pick on defense maps, on payloads. You know, even on control maps, domination, he's still good. You know, none of these characters are bad, right? You can get by playing any of these characters, right? I've played everyone, almost, right? I've at least tried everyone in game, not just in the practice range. You can play any of these characters. If you can make them good, then it's just a skill issue, right? Like, the lower tier characters doesn't necessarily mean don't pick these characters. Pick these characters if you like these characters, man. Like, it's just a skill issue at the end of the day. I like Cap. I play Cap. I don't think I get dogged on by all these, you know, Venom and Doctor Strange. I feel like it's pretty even. When I'm playing, at least. But anyways, Black Panther. This dude is really just Genji, right? I think he's a cooler version of Genji. His combo is tough, right? Where you can throw a spear, hit a dash, and basically have that dash on cooldown again. So you can get out, get in, get out. If you string it together properly with his spear, dash, kick, dash, spear, dash. I don't know exactly how long his cooldowns are. He is very, very movement based. Not as good as Iron Fist. He also has a double jump. He can wall run or wall climb. He's pretty good. I'm gonna put him. Put him in A right here. Black Panther's a good pick. Great DPS, great duelist. You know, there's nothing wrong with picking him. I say he creates a lot of value if you know what you're doing. Now, there's a skill issue, right? These characters, Iron Fist, Black Panther, you need to know how to play them. Moon Knight, you could be a casual, not know anything, and, you know, become MVP. Black Panther, Iron Fist, you actually gotta know what you're doing. Iron Fist, not so much as Black Panther. Black Panther, yeah, because your whole kit revolves around using those cooldowns in a combo. Alright, Psylocke. Don't even care. Don't even have to explain. Psylocke, the first game I played with her, I knew she was broken. She got a stealth mode. It's not as broken as Sombra's. I like it. You can still get hit in it. Still get revealed in it. It's 3 seconds. Perfect. You can, in dire needs, you can get in and get out. She got the shurikens. Goes a little in front of her, and then you can pull them back. Retractable. Nice touch. Crossbows are insanely powerful. Her damage output is crazy. She has a dash. It's not as strong as, like, Black Panther's dash, from what I've seen. Right, again, I'm not delving deep into the numbers. But if you're talking like Genji level, I'd say if you like Genji, pick Black Panther. Psylocke is also a good option. Great option. I think the skill issue with Black Panther is what keeps him down. You don't need any skill to play Psylocke. You can still dominate with Psylocke. And her ultimate, man. It's a Genji blade on steroids. You don't have to aim, you don't have to move, you just have to, well, you kind of have to move. But she does all the work for you. Great pick. Scarlet Witch. Putting her above Namor. Honestly, above Groot too. not that crazy. I see the Moira comparisons. She has a fade. She doesn't really have to aim. She has little bombs. She has a stun. The stun is annoying. You know, there's nothing crazy about her kit. She's still killable. She has decent movement. She has two fades on cooldown. Again, I think the currency thing that I was talking about with Thor, Scarlet Witch has. Make that into a cooldown. Or not. I mean, you can spam the 4, right? You can spam them immediately, I think. It's either to me, it's get rid of the cooldown. Like, if you get rid of the cooldown for Thor, I know I was talking about Scarlet Witch, but like, if you get rid of that currency cooldown, keep the currency, get rid of the cooldown. Keep the cooldown for the currency, be able to spam, bro. I want this dude to be busted. I want him in A tier. I want him being a crazy brawler. Same with her, bro. You get rid, I don't know if she has a cooldown with it. I know they have to recharge the currency, right? The little, I'm just gonna call them a currency. You know what I'm talking about. But make her, don't make her busted. I don't want to have a Moira treatment in the game. It's different Moira being a support and all and not healing in the lower elos. She's good. She's alright. Still a good pick, don't get me wrong. Still gets kills, still gets some good damage output. Just not the best pick, in my opinion. Spider-Man, most overhyped character in the game. And I don't even want to explain, I don't even want to elaborate. The Spider-Mans that are good are probably the most skilled Marvel rival players in the game. Everything you want in Spider-Man, you can get out of Iron Fist 10 times better. Yes, I'm exaggerating, but that just goes to show Iron Fist is a better version of what Spider-Man aspires to be. You have the web swings, it's cool, right? Everyone likes it, just like Venom. You got the web shooters, it's cool. You got the uppercuts, you got the lunge, and your main primary is punching people. Now, the amount of time and cooldowns it takes to kill someone, Iron Fist does in, a third of the time it takes Spider-Man to do. Spider-Man is a squishy, bro. I play Widow, and I clap Spider-Mans on the occasion that I can catch them. The biggest, the strongest point about Spider-Man is his maneuverability. He can move anywhere he wants to. His traversal is insane. But that has to be learned, that has to be taught. Huge skill issue. Not enough for a ward, right? This is like Doomfist in Overwatch. Bro, that dude got nerfed the hell out of. And everyone hates Doomfist when they're on his team. This being a honeymoon phase, nobody really cares, bro. Spider-Man's cool. If you play it, play it. I'm not telling you don't. Get good with him. Bro, Doomfist was in D tier F tier when I was playing him. Like, everyone was saying he's trash. Bro, he's fun. Whatever makes you happy and however much fun you get out of the game, play the characters you want to play. If you want to play Spider-Man, go right ahead. I just think he's bad. Squirrel Girl, she's alright, she's cool. I don't know if I want to put her in B or C. She's like a better Junkrat. She has the jump. She has a stun. You really gotta aim with her primary fire. So I might just put her above Cap. Her ultimate kind of sucks though. It's really easy to avoid. And they kind of dissed her with that. But without that, I don't really care, man. Like, Squirrel Girl, cool. She could get buffed. They should change her ultimate. I don't know what they would do, but make it like a wider area of effect. I don't know, maybe I'm just like sounding like an idiot again, but it is what it is, man. Star-Lord. He is overhyped. If you don't know how to aim, just say that. If you don't know how to play a game, a shooter, just say that. I put him above Squirrel Girl. I like his abilities more. His traversal is better. His ultimate's better. below Magic, because Magic has better value. I think she's a better developed character. Star-Lord, like, he doesn't do that much damage output. Sure, he can get away, get in, get out. He's pokey. He's very pokey, right? He does a lot of poking. He has the dodges, the 2 dodges on cooldown. He has that, whatever you want to call it, Death Blossom with the Tracer guns. That ability. It can finish people off if you don't want to aim, right? I've used that. His flying is cool. His ultimate is just, it's a little more, you know, you don't even have to aim with it. You just have to aim in the general direction, and it's a soldier ult with Tracer bullets, right? It's just Tracer, Uzi, whatever Tracer's guns are. I like the character, don't get me wrong. The character design is cool. I think it's fun. Makes sense for what the character is. But he's just not the best pick. Again, you can be a nasty Star-Lord. Doesn't matter. Objectively speaking, I don't think he's good. I don't think he's great. But you can still play him, have fun with the game. Storm? Slept on, man. Slept on, but not enough presence, not enough value. Our ultimate's crazy. The whole tornado. Pretty much an insta-kill. Speed boost, damage boost, don't really notice it. Lightning strike, alright. Primary fires are alright. Her kit is just alright. She is just an alright character. Flies. Can increase her either damage output to the team or the speed boost. She doesn't know if she wants to be a support or not, and that's okay. But there are better people to pick. She's not as bad as Iron Man. If you're a great Spider-Man, pick Spider-Man over Storm. Objectively speaking, not that great of a character. She's alright. Punisher. Punisher is your go-to, man. He is Soldier 76, man. Not really, you know, there's some similarities. But he's just always there. He's always on top of it. Nice, you know, mid-range, open map. You know, he's consistent. Punisher is probably the most consistent duelist there is for what he offers to the table, right? I'm not bringing up Iron Fist, Moon Knight, Psylocke. They're all better. If you just want to have fun, run and gun, just zip across the map, have a little smoke screen, have the busted ult, you know, have at it. Punisher is a great pick. He's not necessarily bad. He's not amazing. He's just good. And I think he fits exactly where he should in the whole roster so far. You know, Punisher, man, great, good design. I like him. Not much else to say. Casual guy, consistent, good. Black Widow. I don't know if I want to put her dead last. I'll put her right here. I actually like playing Widow a lot. Right? I don't have the best aim. She's cool. She's not insanely busted. They're just better hit scans. She also, I mean, her maneuverability, her traversal is okay. You know, her run, her power jump. That's cool. Her kick, when people get close, I've actually been using a lot. You have to really chain that. That is the problem they fixed with Widow. They didn't make a busted sniper, right, compared to Widowmaker. They gave her traversal. That's not just a grapple hook. And they gave her, you know, defense mechanisms. The kick to the grapple with to the batons, or to, like, you shoot him with the headshot. I like that. That's how I kill Spider-Man. That's how I kill Iron Fists. Anybody who runs down on me, that's what I do. Venom, even. Boom. You run around them in circles with the batons, you're good. Not that great. Doesn't have enough value. When I play, I think I make a lot of value. That's if I hit my shots. very hard to hit shots in this game. She very much is rewarded for hitting criticals, hitting headshots. Extremely hard to do so in this game. Winter Soldier, I don't really even need to explain this one. Great pick. He has Hog's Hook. He has Doomfist Meteor Strike. He has Cass's Revolver. And he has his reload capabilities with his cooldowns. Honestly, I think there's just better picks. That's why he's not in S tier, but he is a contender for S tier. One of the most, busted characters in the game. I know I've said that a bunch for a bunch of characters. But Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, he is crazy. Bucky Barnes goes crazy. You chain together his revolver with any of his cooldowns. You have a lot of finishing potential. And his ultimate, bro, just goes on forever. I think his ultimate, if that got nerfed, where you have to get him to even lower health pools to get the reload, that would be better. I don't know what they're going to do about that. It's not a crazy problem. There's still the skill issue of aiming it and getting those timings right. Still finishing off the characters afterwards. But you can't go wrong with picking Winter Soldier. Great pick. Amazing even. Wolverine, he's alright. I might put him right here. I'd rather pick Magic. Just alright. I mean, he has good traversal. Right? Very melee focused. Whatnot, But he's just not insane, right? His ultimate's cool. He has a lot of finishing potential. He just has a lot of potential. I've seen him play really well. He's like a melee Reaper. I might even put him in B tier. But you need a dive heavy comp. Once you get in, you can't really get out. And you kind of just need to survive. And you use all your cooldowns, and once you do that, you're dead. If the whole team's on you. Magic, at least you can get out. Right? You have your upward slash, get out. Oh, Demon Child, I didn't even talk about. Is Demon Child right? Death Child? I'm sounding like an idiot. Dark Child. Dark Child just enhances her abilities like crazy, so that's why she's in B tier, right? Busted ult, crazy ult, basically a one shot, right? Wolverine's ult is cool. Just, a combo extender at that. So he's in C tier. If you disagree, you disagree. Now the last two. Nah, I'm gonna put Iron Fist a little lower. Dude. Hawkeye. Broken, right? One hit headshot. Who's doing that? I love Hawkeye. Very fun to play. Very rewarding. Storm Arrow is cool, right? Sonic Arrow or something. I don't know. It's nothing crazy, right? I don't know how to use it properly. But when I hit headshots, people die. And I know I'm not that good, especially with that type of character because it's a projectile. Very rewarding. He has defensive capabilities with his slash. And he even has a reflect with his melee. I have a clip where a Winter Soldier dumps his whole clip and his cooldowns on me, and I deflect everything with my melee. You know how insane that is? They really just put Genji and Hanzo into one character and made it work. It's really busted because you can just melee and walk out. And his double jump is nice as hell. It's very good. I like that traversal. It's not a crazy long cooldown. A lot of height. Helps you get those height advantages. Extremely good character to pick. I know we're going to be seeing a nerf soon. And Hela, bro, great traversal. hit scan, stun, and the spears. Hawkeye, I forgot to mention his ultimate. That's just cheat codes, bro. He can shoot your shadow. I know that his synergy allows that with Black Widow. Again, if we were talking synergies, I'd put Black Widow into C tier for that. This whole list would be a little different, but we're not talking about that. Just straight up, Hawkeye's ultimate, it's just even more rewarding for what it is. You don't even have to try. You just shoot their shadows and you can kill anyone. Hela, her being a hit scan, crazy. Damage output, insane. Stun is great. Spears are great. Her traversal is great. Amazing even. And she can slow fall. I like the slow fall effect. It makes it less hectic. You calm down a bit in the air. Her ultimate is broken. Like, if you're on the brink of death, you pop that, you instantly get 1,000 health, you spawn in the sky, and it's a Hellstorm. Right? You're a Hellstorm missile. Like, that's pretty much what she is. So yeah, I mean, bro, she's busted. She's gonna get nerfed. But in all honesty, man, I think this is a pretty good list. I think this is a good representation of what the characters are and how they're looking, especially, across duelists, strategists, and vanguards. I think this is a great tier list. This is definitely my experience, playing the game, playing all these heroes, seeing what comps work, what don't, seeing what abilities work well, how characters do by themselves. I think objectively speaking, this is a decent tier list. People are going to disagree. That's okay. You got their opinions. I'm not serious about this. I'm not going to go down and be like, oh, they get 5 more points whenever they hit someone, right? They have 5 more damage, plus 5. Like, bro, I don't care about the numbers. I'm just care about the experience, enjoyability, how broken some characters are. And being broken isn't necessarily a bad thing. I like characters that are broken. Iron Fist, regardless of how annoying he is, he's still fun, right? Moon Knight, fun. Like, these characters are meant to be fun. It's not just like, oh, I'm getting just dog walked, right? I'm getting dog walked the whole time. You can actually have fun in the game, and it's not an issue. Another thing people are always bringing up is that Marvel Rivals should bring in role queue. No. Everyone knows Overwatch did that. I want to have the fun comps. This game doesn't cater towards the competitive audience yet. And I don't want it to just go competitive. I like it being for casuals. I like people having fun. Open queue, bro, I've gone against comps 4 or 5 DPS or duelists with a 1 to 2 strategists. That's my team. 3 vanguards, 3 strategists. We wiped their team. How is that possible? They got no damage output, right? Dude, it's fun. Let it be fun. We don't always need a role queue. Hard lock on Vanguard, hard lock on Duelist, hard lock on Strategist. No, man, you can make your own comps, make it fun, make it work. Just have fun, man. Pick your characters. If you don't want to pick a strategist, you shouldn't have to just be limited to 2 Duelists, 2 Strategists, 2 Vanguards. I like the creativity aspect of the game. I like the synergies. I like the team-ups. They have different team-up abilities across different classes. You can stack them even. Don't put that role queue in, man. It's just the Overwatch heads, bro. They just love role queue. They're like, oh, we need to win. We need to win. This is one game where I'm fine with losing. I'm having fun. I'm actually feeling like I'm doing something in the game. I feel like I'm a pretty good Overwatch player, but occasionally, right, I'm just not doing anything. I'm just like, oh, I suck. Even if I'm not doing anything in this game, I'm having fun. Let people have fun. Do not put no rule queue in this game, bro. But yeah, to top it off, that's my tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you agree, disagree, down in the comments. Who you think's gonna get buffs? Who you think's gonna get nerfs? Who you think's actually busted? Who's broken? Who sucks? Who's the worst character? Who's the best character? Let me know your mains. Let me know all of that down in the comments. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.